Lockdowns, strict measures being adopted, discrepancies between state governments, fishy attitude and incompetency of various administrative units and many other factors have led to experts and advisors to believe that the second wave of the deadly virus is here for a long haul. In fact, a top scientific advisor to the Indian government has warned that the country should be ready for the inevitable risk of third, fourth, fifth, and many such waves of the deadly virus. All of this and much more in this week's campus news brought to you by VUTV. I'm your host, Prithvi Raj. Let's get started. India has recorded over 1.5 million new cases this week, bringing the total new cases for the week to 1.57 million. The vaccination drive of the country has unfortunately come to a halt because of lack of supplies and transportational problems. With many hospitals in the country scrabbling for beds and oxygen supply, the World Health Organization last week in its report said that India has accounted for nearly half the new coronavirus cases reported worldwide and a quarter of deaths as well. It looks like the engineering aspirants of the country this year have to wait for a long time to find the light of the day, as the JEE Mains May edition has been postponed yet again. The exams were scheduled to happen this month on 24th, from 24th to 28th, but they now stand indefinitely postponed. Delhi University has called off their online sessions until May 16 due to the surge in COVID-19 cases. DU believes that their staff members and students are physically and mentally battling the repercussions of the second wave of COVID-19. Alright, on to some sports news now. Indian Premier League 2021 has been indefinitely postponed due to the sudden surge in the number of COVID-19 cases. The international players who had joined earlier this year have now left back to their countries due to the massive threat that the pandemic has posed to the country. The BCCI president, Mr. Saurav Ganguly, however, believes that the IPL, if it has to be cancelled this year, then they'll have to incur a loss of a whopping 2,500 crores. With less than 3 months to go for the Summer Tokyo Olympics, which was once postponed earlier this year, is once again creating fear amongst people, especially once on social media, testament to which is an anti-Olympic campaign that is being currently run on social media, which is also gaining traction almost every day in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. Right, it's now time for the picture of the week on the campus news. This week there have been some special pictures that have gone viral on the internet world because of how special they are, because they are definitely going to bring some relief to all our hearts in these harsh times and also a smile on our faces. The first picture is that of Mr. Manjunath, an auto rickshaw driver from Belgaum, Karnataka, who's made a name for himself as a nocturnal ambulance driver for particularly being active in the night hours, driving COVID-19 patients in the night hours, and has also made a name for himself in the Indian Book of Records for saving over 300 lives so far. Alright, the next picture is that of a Kannada actor, one Mr. Arjun Gowda, and much akin to Mr. Manjunath, Mr. Arjun Gowda is also driving the ambulance on the streets of Bangalore, helping the COVID-19 struck patients. In fact, Mr. Arjun has vowed to be of all help to COVID-19 patients for the next few months. Right, it's now time for the video of the week on the campus news, and this week's video is absolutely special for all the good reasons, and it might just widen that smile you have on your face looking at the pictures. This video features one Mr. Ashok Kurmi. In the video, we have Mr. Ashok Kurmi, a pharmaceutical company employee who dresses like a clown and disinfects slums in Mumbai. He also hands masks to children and makes them and the adults aware of COVID-19 situation in the city and the country as well. What an amazing human being Mr. Ashok Kurmi, and so is Mr. Arjun Gowda, and so is Mr. Manjunath, and all such individuals who are selflessly putting themselves out there on the field to serve COVID-19 patients and to serve those in need. So to all of them, let's take some time out and let's pay our humble gratitude to such individuals. Hats off to them. That was it from this week's episode of the Campus News brought to you by VUTV. Share this video with all your friends. Let them know as to what's happening around them. All these updates they ought to know. Like the video and subscribe to our channel VUTV by Vijay Bhumi. And I'll see you next week. Until then, take care.